Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to DADBEAR.DIY and our Plausible Deniability Space Engineers Survival playthrough. Hope you guys are having a great day. We are picking up where we left off, which was me trying to decide what to do with this scrap faction grub ship that we had just captured. We kind of left it back where around the area because it was uncontrollable. We left it back in the area that it was captured at, and it's kind of moving through space. And I wasn't really sure what we were going to do with this. So I think I've decided. And once we load up here and see that everything loads up fine, I'll go ahead and explain. The question I had was whether it was worth bringing the grub back to our big ship, because there's not a whole lot left of that grub, and there's really not a whole lot that is useful for our ship, with the exception of there is one full hydrogen tank, and it has a number of ion thrusters. It has some batteries, but really I guess the most valuable thing for it is it has one full large hydrogen tank that we could siphon off and fill our tanks with. But then there wasn't really anything to do. One wasn't sure what to do with the other part of it, because we are still in this situation with this civilian signal. And I still have great reservations about this signal. What do we have here? And there's the grub. The grub is slowly moving away from us. It's not too far from that assertive cargo transport. But to go ahead and explain what I've decided to do, we are going to go grab the grub. We're going to bring it back. We are going to siphon off the hydrogen from the one tank, and then I think we can use the grub to figure out if this civilian distress signal is indeed an ambush. And I think it'll be funny. And those are the best reasons why to do stuff, right? So we're going to do that. I'm going to keep quiet while we're flying in so I can fast forward, and I'll check back in with you once we get to the grub. Alright, so we have attached. Go ahead and engage the auto locks on the landing gear. I need to make sure that we do have our thrusters are on. We don't need those to be on, so I'm going to go ahead and turn those off. We don't want any dampening taking place. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn off dampening. Turn those off. Did hear sounded like might have been. We have a new unknown signal, which isn't really worth anything to us anymore. Okay. Not the greatest connection, but I was actually trying to dampen, and it did not dampen. So we got to it before I could dampen. Okay, let's see. Which direction are we going, y'all? There we go. And we'll get moving, and I'll hush up again, and I'll see you when we get there. Back. Okay. I need to top off my oxygen real quick. Can't remember if I've got the doors open. Nope, doors are closed. So we'll do this. Gotta get my... Nope, this way. Really still have a lot of work to do on the inside of this ship. So just setting those the Boll Weevil's hydrogen tanks to stockpile. So that they're full. They're pulling from the main tanks on the ship right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to... I may have to open this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wrestle this right here out by hand. Probably won't. So I may have to use the Boll Weevil to kind of tug it into place. Oh, we got damage to... Ugh, hate that. Okay. Alright, so this is our full tank right here that we're dealing with. Oh, I hate these things. Ugh. I'm going to go ahead and use this opportunity to take some of the steel plate. We got a lot of damage. I don't remember any of this happening. Anyway. As we're grinding some of this stuff off to pull pieces or clear pieces away from the tank, we'll just go ahead and try to fill in pieces that need repair, which one shouldn't be too many, but a lot of these don't actually. Well, that one had a missing component. Most of it's just deformation. Still requires plates. We don't have any. All right. I think we're going to need to get some inventory control going on here. So we might have to put an inventory manager.
You seem to be overloaded. Have you considered our inventory DLC?
Warning. Make sure that we've got
check inventory for extraneous
Kind of got
tools.
stuff going, at least in some sort of organized fashion, getting stored together so that when I'm dropping this stuff off in a connector like this, it's not just getting put,
Warning. Please check inventory
in every
for extraneous
available
tools.
nook and cranny. Kind of wanted to have a system. Don't really need to hit those blocks, but I'm not going to hit that one. See what else we got here. So I don't really need to grind those down, but I'm doing it since we're gonna try to get some of these blocks fixed. I guess I got it. Okay.
Remember Hal from 2001? They didn't keep him properly charged either.
Let's drop this off and then we'll take a look and see if we can get a look at that pigeon with our scanner. Pigeon's moving. Huh. It's pretty basic, nothing crazy. Nice design though. Like that. It's pretty cool. My lights on so we can see it. A little solar power. Sorry guys, I know that's got to be crazy to see. Alright. We're good. Good scan. Alright. Okay. So I need to take this off. Otherwise, if I go to connect this thing, that'll just be floating out there in space. Not a great idea.
Is full. Maybe
Something to run into.
changing game settings.
Thruster. So what I'm thinking is we'll just detach this, and then I'm going to try to get it up here in position. Add a connector to it, then connect it, and then what we'll do is we'll throw all the main tanks, we'll throw them on stockpile, and it'll pull all the hydrogen out of this tank that there is in it, or until they're full. Which I don't know if it's gonna fill our tanks or not, but every little bit helps. So let's see. But we want to disconnect it before we add a connector. to see where we're going. Yeah, it's a lot harder to keep this thing still. Terrified to try to rotate it. I might be able to rotate a little bit, but I doubt it. No, that's the wrong, rotating the wrong way. Going the wrong way there. Yeah, it's not really wanting to. It does a little bit, but I need to get one side up. So I get a connector on it. That should be good. And then we're gonna slowly start moving this way. This would be great if we don't have to get the Boll Weevil out to do this. This has gone a lot easier than I thought it would. Go up. No, I'm not anywhere near that yet. Once this stops moving, which it has, okay, I need to go ahead and add a connector to it, so let's do that. And this is just going to be temporary. We will grind this off, because we'll probably end up grinding the tank off. I don't want to, again, don't want it floating around. Okay. So let's see. Ideally, rotate. Oh, not rotating the right way. There we go. There we go. Slowly but surely. What's very difficult right now is being able to tell how close I actually am to that connector. That's a lot of movement. Ugh. Come on, that's gonna be close. Bingo. Guys, that is awesome. That was so glad I was able to do it that way and not have to pull another ship out to, or even use the the mining carriage to move that. To be able to do that is huge. So that's what that mod is, you know, is for. I think it's experimentation, improved experimentation, if I remember correctly. Let's see. So we're looking for our commercial cargo H2 tanks, and we're going to put those on stockpile, and that should start to pull. You'll see these green bars start to go down. There we go. We're pulling hydrogen out of that tank. And we got almost 75% of it. So that means that our other tanks right here, every one of these should be 100%. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, and 100%. Awesome. That also means that our Boll Weevil small hydrogen tanks should be full. 100%, 100%. Awesome. Okay. That's all we needed there. We're going to go ahead and grind this off.
You seem to be overloaded. Have you considered our inventory DLC?
I should have thought about that. Can I see the door? Yep, I can see the door.
Inventory is full. Maybe consider changing game settings? You seem to be overloaded. Have you considered our inventory DLC? Inventory is full. Maybe consider changing game settings?
Awesome. Okay. All right. So next is my plan to, actually let me go ahead and refill my stuff here. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and turn tanks off of stockpile so they're not pulling it, because otherwise they'll empty. They will continue to try to empty the Boll Weevil's tanks. The Boll Weevil's tanks are full, so we're gonna turn those off too. We're gonna turn stockpile off, not the tanks. Okay, so what we are gonna try to do with this wreck, shutting that just in case we do end up spawning some bad guys. I'm gonna have to reposition, I think. But the idea is that we are going to use this wreck as a decoy. Okay? And we're going to call this like a punt formation. So it's going to be crap, which one is that? This is camera 3. Throw this view. Okay. We are going to push this wreck toward right here, okay? And then see, when it gets close enough, we're gonna see if it triggers any kind of pirate response, okay? So that's the plan. We're gonna try to punt this wreck. So I'm just gonna move forward with it, gonna get it up to a certain speed, and then we're just gonna let it go, okay? And then we're gonna watch as it floats toward it, and then we'll watch what happens. I'm curious. I'm really interested to see what happens here. So let's see. Do I need to change where I've got this thing connected? I shouldn't. This should be good. Okay. Let's see. Take one more look. I want to see if I can move. See, this camera is above wreck, so if I aim, I don't want to, like, this is what looks like the most valuable part right here, right? So what I want to do is I want to, we're going to send this sucker, we're going to try to put it, not where the camera crosshairs are, but it's going to be closer to where that smaller crosshair is. That's probably the closer estimation. Okay. All right. Here we go. Going to 6. There we go. This is gonna be awesome. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is a little silly, but we'll see if anything gets triggered with this. There's that. Got another murder cause. Create another crash. Scrap signal. Three. What is that? What that is? Oh! Well, that was awesome. Maybe that was just like little bits and pieces of stuff it was hitting as it was going in. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Well, I say beautiful. Now we got all that crap flying around out there we're going to have to watch out for. How did our grub do? Oh, the grub actually did pretty good. Okay, guys, I got to call that like a huge win. Huge, huge, huge win. Because we did not touch the part that I wanted to avoid. Look at that. All right, sorry. Okay, so let's see. I'm not seeing any reaction. Like, there's no. I'm not seeing any pirates or anything. Yeah, we haven't had anybody come in. Okay. Sorry, moved the mic way there. That's awesome. It doesn't look like there's any cause, so it doesn't look like there was an ambush set up on this one. And we'll be good to go there. I'm gonna pull out of this camera. We did see What is that? Oh, that's probably just debris. Okay. We did see that scrap Murakaz pop up, and it appeared in this direction. Well, it was to the left, that's all I know. It might have been behind us, because it's hard to tell with contact screen, but I'm going to hold still for a minute and see if we can get a location on that guy, or see if I can see some movement in the skybox here. Unknown signal. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see toward the bottom right. Yep, there it is. That's it. Okay. So I'm going to turn that way. We're going to get a... Murakaz is a decent sized ship, but that's got to be pretty, I'm going to say pretty close. That guy is effed up. Yeah, I can't imagine there would be anything worth going after there. I really can't. Okay, so we're not going to worry about them. All right, now that we've figured that part out, let's head in and check out this piece. We'll have to be a little careful just because there's going to be debris everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Turn my guns off. Don't want it shooting anything until it needs to. Can't tell what that is. What is it? Those refineries? You gotta be kidding me. Holy crap, those are refineries. Wow. Alright, I need to get out and check these out real quick. What do we got? Oh, it's okay. Holy crap, yeah, those are, look at all those refineries, jeez. That is huge. We have a problem. How far away is... Alright. I don't... Okay, so right there, you see those two little dots. Those are... That looks like there are warheads in there. One. It's like a one warhead. Nope, two. Okay, so there's two warheads. Should be far enough if that blows up. Should be far enough away. Didn't look like this has got... I'm gonna try something here, guys. I don't know if this is gonna work. I need to find out what I got in my inventory. Nothing. I need some steel. I don't know if this thing has a control anything on it. And if that's the case, we might be able to... to plop a remote control on this and take ownership of it. And if that's the case, then I can possibly disarm or just turn off that warhead. Looks like, I think there's two in there. Yeah, I think it's two. So I just need to start a warhead. Not a warhead, I need to start a remote control. What is this? I need interior plate? Really? Ah! Okay, interior plate. Should be able to do this. Interior plate? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna plop a remote control on this and see if that'll let us know if there's anything on there that we need to grind away or take control of before any of this. Oh, thank God. Okay. Alright, so we should be able to look here now. Oh. Okay, so this is a Russian design. Look at all those refineries, holy crap. Basic refineries, regular refineries. Oh my God, there are 6 warheads in there. Off. No, that's not what no, that's not what I needed. Does it just show blocks and terminals? Hold on a minute. Unarm. Okay. Sensor trap. Their timer block? No. Man, that is terrifying. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I only saw 2 warheads. I don't know where they got 6. Oh. 1, 2. Oh, there they are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 there. Did I miscount? I must have. Well, that would have been horrible if we had crashed into that or had been near that when it freaking went off. Let's see what we've got. We got silicon. Silicon, a little bit of iron. Oh, uranium. Hey, we got some uranium. Ooh, got some iron. That's good. Nice. More uranium. Silicon, 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 silicon. Gravel. Lots of gravel. Uranium. Awesome. I wonder. Instead of perhaps, what is that? Thunderbird. Did I bump this thing? I must have. Okay. Well, let's grab this thing. We're going to take it back. And I think what I'm going to try to do is we're going to, we'll fix it. We'll get it fixed up enough to, if nothing else, we'll pull. If nothing else, we're going to be able to pull the uranium and stuff out of it. There is a lot of value in the components in so many refineries. So we might have to decide whether we're gonna do that or not, but I think it would be better to grab this thing here. So I have a better chance of being able to use my upper camera. To peer over the top of it than that lower camera. Got it. Okay. 9. Yep, we can look. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's a lot of stuff. We're gonna have to make sure we avoid the garbage when we fly out of here. Turn up our reverse thrusters and start moving. I'll tell you what, we got a lot of thrust with the with our forward thrusters. Man, we're still carrying this big honking thing, and of course it's full of crap, and we're getting it back. Guys, I think that was awesome. I mean, that was an awesome way to use a wrecked ship. That worked out fantastic for us. So, take a look at the time real quick. It's been almost an hour, so. Alright, so what I'll do is we'll get this piece back up to the ship. Like I said, we will have to repair the refineries, any of the components that have inventory, you know, that have stuff in them. We're going to have to repair the ones that are broken in order to be able to pull that stuff out. So we'll make those repairs as needed, and then I'll decide whether we're gonna pull that stuff or like try to tear down those refineries. That is a lot of steel. A lot of steel. So the uranium's a good find though. Real good find. And I can just imagine somebody thinking this or saying this in the comments already. It's like, why not just plug this huge industrial complex that I'm carrying? Why not just attach it to the ship and use it to help process everything that we've got? The amount of power that many refineries would use, it would drain us in a heartbeat. I mean, it would drain us in a heartbeat. We'd have to build probably another 3. No. We'd need to have at least one more large reactor. And besides that, maybe some additional small reactors. Just to be able to power this thing. This. Gotta keep an eye out because that, you know, that Murakaz is going to fly by here too soon. I don't know where it is. The last time I saw it though, it wasn't that far from where we were at, from our ship, so, which means it's got to be relatively close. Anyway, okay. Let me position this, and we're going to call it an episode, guys. Thanks so much for checking us out. I hope you enjoyed the video. We've got once we get this stuff out, we'll be able to, we should be able to get on the road again. Try to park this thing right nearby the connector. Not too close because I don't want it to get caught in the gravity well of the ship, which I'm pretty sure it's not, because we're not completely still yet. Anyway, thank you so much for checking out the channel. I hope you liked the video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can be informed when we got new stuff coming out. Thanks so much for checking out the channel. Hey guys, comments. You know, leave some comments, suggestions, gripes, things you liked, things you didn't like. Let's do it. Once we get this, so once we get this guy emptied out and taken care of, whatever we're gonna do. Ooh, you know what? I know the plan. Okay, so we're planning on going back to our. Where is it? Shoot, I shouldn't have moved that. Our stockpile station, right? Okay, so we're going back to our stockpile station. We're going to leave our mining carriage there. We could take this back with us and add that to the stockpile station. That's a much better idea than adding that to our ship. So, tell me what you know. Tell me what you think of those ideas, and we'll get this figured out. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be safe. Bye, guys.